Good morning, everybody. My mum has built a new house, which you can sort of see in the background. It's mostly finished, but the lawn is laid and it needs a cut. So what we're going to do is I'm going to give it a preliminary cut now with my battery powered mower, and then amazingly enough, my mum's actually decided to get a robot mower. I love robot mowers. I used to have one. I called him Bilbo because he liked to go on little journeys and sometimes he would get lost, so it seemed appropriate. Yeah, he was great. He was fantastic. Unfortunately, I no longer have him, and so Mum has bought Bilbo version 2.0. Yay! And she's asked for my help installing it. So that's what I'm going to be trying to do today. Looks smaller than my mower. I think it's, you can connect it via Bluetooth as well, which is cool. And it's got some other features that my mower didn't seem to have. Things like passage sense and remote area stuff, which is great because if you look at this lawn, you've got an area here, and then you've got a pinch point, and you've got another area that sort of goes around the back of that wall. And behind the back of the wall is where we're going to keep the mower in its little home. I'm going to try and build it a little hut at some point. Not today though. Right, so I guess I'm gonna get installing. I think the first thing to do is to install the boundary wire, I'm guessing. Comes with this quick start guide, very helpful. Sure, we'll get there in no time. There's actually lots of things I want to show you about my mum's new house, but we're not going to do all that today. But she's got solar panels. Let me show you those quickly. See? Is that there in the corner? And she's got a battery for the house as well. So there's all sorts of fun stuff. Unfortunately, none of that's actually commissioned at the moment because BT and Openreach are being difficult at putting the internet in. And with no internet, you can't do anything in this modern world. So, including get power from your solar panels, amazingly. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is plug the mower in so that it can charge. Then this just goes into the back here. And then, oh, in you go, there we go, till it clicks, boom, done. Oh, interesting. Where did that go popping out, I wonder? No idea. Air pressure, perhaps. Now we just want to pop the mower on the base station. And then hold this for 3 seconds. And I think that's on now. And charging maybe, who knows. Yeah, this is where the real job of robot mowers is. Might have to cut the grass, but you do have to lay the boundary wire. Yeah, this is supposed to be the bit where I'm talking about how wonderful the robot mower is and how it's all done and we've done all the rest. We've had some trouble, just a small roadblock. Hence why it's several days later and I'm out on the bikes. So basically, I laid the boundary wire, I laid the guide wire, I plugged it all into the base station, I put the mower on the base station, didn't do anything. Followed the little thing, says turn it on, hold for 3 seconds, then put your pin code in, which is a combination of 4 buttons. Anyway, I did all that, didn't work. I loaded up the Bluetooth app. I tried to do that. It had a warning that said, warning, enter safety pin on mower. So I thought, okay, I went back, I tried to put the pin in again. I must have gone through this cycle about 20 times. We rang customer service. This customer service answered about an hour and a half later, and they said, we'll put you through to the technical team will call you at some point in the next 48 hours. They haven't done that. I've looked online, there are a few other people on Reddit that have had a similar problem, but there's no sort of this is how you fix it. So I don't know, is it a faulty mower, is it not? Who knows, but I'm not happy. Maybe it'll need to be replaced, I have no idea, but I am not impressed. And you know what would have made life much easier? If they just put a screen on the mower, like something that told me I was actually entering the pin, because as far as I know, maybe I'm just not entering the pin correctly somehow. It is enormously frustrating. And V's just joined me, so we're gonna have some lunch. Still, nice to be out on the bikes again. Yeah, there's a real tendency in modern technology for companies to try and save every last dime on the cost of their products, which I can see that's fine, you know, no problem with that. But The cost of putting an LCD screen and a proper keypad on that mower would probably have been something like £5, you know, which I'd quite happily pay the extra for. I really would. It's irritating, it's annoying, I'm not happy. Not very good, Flymo people. Good morning, everyone. It's an early one. I'm going to pick up these little children and drive them to their father, who is going to be having them for a few days. So that's fine. Nice early morning drive for me. I'm not yet fully awake, unfortunately though, so we'll pick this up after I've had a couple more coffees, I think. And now I have got the nippers, and it's time to deliver them to their dad. I got my camera, I'm doing a daily vlog. Oh, well, we'll see if it's daily. Maybe. Right, nippers have now been dropped off successfully, and I am heading home, where I'm going to walk a dog, and then I'm going to try and help my mum sort out the internet in her new house, because, well, it's a bit of a story. I'll fill you in a sec. So first, the story with the mower. I laid out the boundary wire, I laid out the guide wire, we worked out where we were going to put the base station, we fitted that, we put it into the ground. The base station had a little green light, so everything was all good on that end. I put the mower down, I turned it on, and 4 little LEDs are supposed to illuminate, which I didn't know at the time, and unfortunately for some reason only 2 illuminated. The 4 LEDs indicate that you have to put your pin in, and what basically happened was we had a completely faulty device. It took about 24 hours of us trying the app and the mower and ringing the various people to realise we'd got a faulty one, at which point we decided to send it back. It had come from Amazon, so it was one of those classic, well, we'll return this one while simultaneously buying a new one. And the good news is this particular robot mower actually does work. So Mum's new lawn is going to be cut by a robot, which is great, because the truth of the matter is, if it wasn't cut by a robot, it would almost certainly end up being cut by me. So that was the story with the robot mower. I do think they're great. I think actually in a lot of ways they work much better than mowing the grass yourself, because usually when you mow the grass yourself, people come round and guess what? The grass hasn't been cut just that day, so it looks a bit scraggy, a bit messy. Whereas with a robot, what you end up with is essentially grass that doesn't grow. That's what it feels like anyway. Let's quickly talk about my mother's internet then. So at her new house, she got a tunnelling machine, it dug under the drive and a neighbour's house in order to, you know, take the water, which obviously she needed anyway, and data to the house, also known as telephone line, I suppose, in old speak. The problem is that since then she has completely failed to be able to get BT to get a line to the house. It's basically, it's a kind of an open reach BT miscommunication thing, and as far as I can tell, you know, I mean, hopefully it won't be too long, but it could be ages. So what I have encouraged her to do is set up a Google Home Wi-Fi mesh network, which I have some experience with. I like them very much, I find them very reliable, and if she does that, she can link everything to the mesh network, and then link the mesh network to the 3 mobile network and get internet for now, and then when BT comes she can cancel her rolling data contract with 3 and just literally unplug the Google Home Wi-Fi network from one router, plug it into the new BT one, and everything should just work again without having to reset everything up, which would be a right nightmare. So yeah, that is the plan, and that is what I'm hoping to achieve this morning. And the main reason why there's such a big rush to get that done at the moment is because you see this lovely weather that we've got here, just beautiful, sunny, bright weather. Well, my mum's got solar panels on her house, and at the moment they don't work because they're not commissioned, they're not turned on. They can't be turned on without the internet. To add insult to injury, Mum's current electricity plan, because she's on, she doesn't have a council tax band, is over 3 times more expensive than a residential one would be, because she's had to be on some sort of business rate. And what that means is it magnifies by a factor of 3 the benefit of the solar panels. Because if she generates a unit from that, it doesn't cost over £1. It costs a lot less. It's free, in fact. So basically, in this one summer, she can do 3 summers worth of energy generation. And because you generate most of the power in summer, basically, she could save, I reckon, £400 or £500 a month. And she's got like basically £1,000 bill at the moment because of all the power tools being run and having to run the heating to dry out the floor so you can put the wooden floorboards down and stuff like that. £1,000 a month is a lot to spend on electricity. And if you could turn that into 500, that'd be a very, very tasty saving. So we're going to try and make that happen for her today, or at least get the internet sorted so that the panels can be properly commissioned. And doggos, time to get home. Work to do. Got to my mum's house now. And is the mower working? Yes, it is. Look at that. There it is. Right, anyway. I'm pleased that that's done. Now it's on with the internet. Okay, so we have a Wi-Fi router, that's that. You know, a mobile Wi-Fi router, it's got to take a SIM card. And we've got the SIM card. And then we've got a 3-pack of Google Home Wi-Fi points. First thing to do is to try and find somewhere with really good 3 signal so that the whole thing actually does something. Let's get the Wi-Fi thing plugged in. Should be as simple as plug it into the wall, pop the SIM card in, jobs are good. And then it's the home Wi-Fi, which hopefully won't be too difficult as well. Router. We're not going to be using the Wi-Fi for this router, but I'm going to put these aerials on because I don't know if these aerials are for the mobile signal or just the Wi-Fi or a bit of both. Who knows? Wonderful. Right, okay. We plug it in. Yeah, it is essential we get those solar panels up and running as soon as possible. Oh wow, they've provided us with the world's shortest cable. That was handy, wasn't it? Look at this. That's as far as it reaches, Mum. Power button on the back there. So we'll just go, and now you're going to give me some mobile signal to work with here, please. Yep, I had the SIM card in the wrong way round, so I've turned it the right way round now, and now it actually goes in with that sort of spring-loaded feeling that you would expect it to have. So just pop that in like that. There we go. That's looking reasonably healthy, I think. So this is now working. It's got 2 bars of signal. The LAN is on and flashing, and the internet is flashing. I think that's all good. I don't know. This thing is now on, but hasn't been set up. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to try and add these 2 points here to spread the signal around the house and maybe even give a bit of coverage to the garden. Then my mum's solar panels will be able to make use of this stunning sunshine and try and save her some serious dosh on her monthly power bill, because the amount she's paying at the moment is completely mind-blowing and iniquitous. Okay, we are just installing the Google Home app on my mum's phone. Rather annoyingly, she has really, really poor internet here, not the same provider. And so this 21 megabytes, we're now 25% of the way through it. I do wish people like BT would take the idea of internet being an essential service a bit more seriously, because it is. I mean, you can barely use a fridge freezer these days without access to the internet. Yeah, and as my mum said, she started trying to get the internet put in July last year, so you'd almost think it'd be better off going with Starlink, but to be honest, that probably wouldn't turn up for ages either, and it would cost more, so. Okay, that's all done now. Google make it very easy. You just basically turn it on, install the Google Home app, you say, I want to, you know, set up my Wi-Fi, you create a new home, I already did that, and then set up a new Wi-Fi and scan the QR code on the bottom of the little white puck thing, and jobs are good. And it's, you know, Google, you know, very, very simple. It's finalizing the network now, which I take it to mean it's just finishing putting in the settings, and then we will go and we will stick the next point. The far reaches of the living room, I think, for that one. Just did a speed test. I wouldn't describe it as fast internet, but it is certainly usable for now. We're going around trying new locations because having a bit of trouble getting the internet signal, the Wi-Fi signal even, to spread around the house. The internet was fine over there. Now it doesn't seem to be getting any signal. Maybe it's just loading up. Let's hope. Come on, light. Yeah, there we go. That'll do. Brilliant. I'm leaving the noisy house now. We've set up 3 points. Hopefully they're going to stretch around the expanse of my mum's new place. And yeah, I think that's been a success. It was a bit tricky getting the Wi-Fi signal to actually stretch. I might actually donate one of the points from our current place that is being sold, and then, you know, I'll need like 1 point in the place I'm moving to, so she can have one of the extra ones from there, which will make it a little bit easier, hopefully. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video and found it interesting and fun. If you have, remember to leave a like and share it, and subscribe if you haven't already. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter if you like, links are in the description. Massive thank you to my Patreon supporters. You guys are awesome. And I'll see you all in the next episode of my vlog. Bye.